This is breaking news from News 8.
Our Sunrise Smart Start begins with breaking news. Rochester police investigating a death at Duran Eastman Park near Zoo Road.
Yeah, police were called to that area around 1 o'clock this morning. Details right now are limited, but we will continue to update you as we learn more information about the situation there. Meanwhile, Pentagon leaders publicly acknowledging Tuesday that they advised President Biden not to withdraw all troops from Afghanistan. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin and Joint Chiefs Chairman Mark Milley were questioned. Milley calling the two-decade-long war a strategic failure.
Joined once again by Washington correspondent Basil John live in D.C. Basil, good morning. Can we expect another hearing on the U.S. troop withdrawal from Afghanistan?
Well, Liz, Mark, good morning. And yes, there will be a hearing later today, but this hearing will be done by House lawmakers instead, focusing on the same topic, the Afghanistan withdrawal. But obviously, with more members, this will give more opportunities for more in-depth questions to really uncover what some lawmakers may not have been able to touch on during yesterday's hearing.
Yeah, such a heated issue. And what is President Biden saying recently about this?
Well, President Biden has been relatively quiet when it comes to any more new information that has come out about Afghanistan. Right now, it seems that the president is more so focused on his agenda and getting his bill to pass in the Senate and also in the House right now, and also concerned about the debt ceiling. So we haven't heard too much in regards to this hearing, but obviously a lot of the information that did come out that we heard from those military leaders was very shocking, especially to hear that their orders and what they thought was the best decision, especially keeping the 2,500 troops on the ground in Afghanistan, that the president actually went against that. Very shocking to hear some of the information that did come out.
Yeah, we'll continue to follow it closely. Thank you, Basil, for your coverage there. Pentagon leaders also defending what they describe as the largest airlift in U.S. history that transported more than 120,000 people. Officials acknowledging they're still working to evacuate some Americans who want to leave Afghanistan.
And as Basil referenced, Senate Republicans blocking a procedural step to raise the federal debt limit. This comes as Congress is also looking to avoid a possible government shutdown by the end of the week if lawmakers fail to push through a measure to temporarily fund the government through December. Now, tomorrow the House is planning to vote on the roughly $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill, despite threats from progressives to withhold support for that bill until the reconciliation bill is first taken up.
Yesterday, Gabby Petito's family making their first public comments since the 22-year-old's body was discovered at a Wyoming campground. Petito's parents and step-parents calling on her fiancé, Brian Laundrie, to turn himself into police for questioning about her death. They also urged the media to report on other missing person cases.
All right, time to turn our attention to the forecast on this crisp late September morning, James Gilbert. We just talked about it. The lowest number at this hour, 44 degrees since late May.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, feels like a late May morning with that 44, 43 degrees for many. So if you're going on a run this morning, maybe even a dog walk, bundle up. We need a jacket to start off this day. But good news is we warm up pretty nicely. Maybe we're thinking about going off to the playground this afternoon. Should be a good day for that fall feel there. So highs right around, I would say, the mid-60s. We could see a 70-degree spot as we get into the weekend. Which day coming up at the end of the show? Mark, Leah?
All right, James, thank you. Time now for another check of the roads with our Sunrise traffic. Taking a live look over the thruway, smooth sailing there this morning. We do have an accident just in. It's 390 north at the Lake Ontario State Parkway, 490 and 590 up to speed at last check. All right, in other news, Pittsford students say they will hold a walkout this morning protesting the school's response to a racist video and what they say is a lack of consequences for the student who made it.
Students from Sutherland and Mendon high schools are expected to take part in this. They say the schools are aware of their plans. The protest is scheduled for 10:45 this morning. Tune in to News 8 at noon for the latest on this developing story.
This coming after a Pittsford student was hospitalized for a mental health evaluation after an incident last Friday at a sporting event. The Monroe County Sheriff's Office says a confrontation took place between two students at Pittsford Sutherland High School. Deputies say one student had a knife but did not actively threaten anyone with it. The student with that knife was taken to the hospital for that mental evaluation. Deputies say this was an isolated incident and not related to the racist video.
The superintendent of the Geneva City School District, Patricia Garcia, will be on temporary leave following a complaint to the Board of Education. We're told the complaint is related to Garcia's management of personnel. The board has appointed Kathleen Davis as acting superintendent until the investigation is complete. District officials say Davis will step in as superintendent beginning today.
Gates Chi School officials say counselors are available for students and parents after a 14-year-old student was arrested and charged with rape. Gates police say the alleged incident involved a 15-year-old Gates Chi student and took place inside the high school back on September 17th. School counselors urge parents to have open and honest discussions with their children when a situation like this occurs.
As Hispanic Heritage Month continues, we take a look back at the Hispanic community in Rochester decades ago.
Carmela Boykin is in the newsroom this morning with how a community member and her family helped shape the city as one of the first Hispanic families in the area. Carmela, good morning.
Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Leah. Rosemary Villarrubia Izzo and her family moved to Rochester from Puerto Rico in the 1960s. When they arrived, there were so few Hispanics that when more families arrived, it was about embracing them. The move to Rochester when Villarrubia was 5 years old was an adjustment, especially because of the climate. With the goal of helping other families, Villarrubia's father helped co-found the Ibero-American Action League. He also co-founded the first Puerto Rican festival in Rochester. Villarrubia, who has spent decades working in the community, says her desire to give back started at home.
I go back and I look at everything that my family had input with, and it actually created me as a community activist to continue in the steps of my father.
And Villarrubia has received numerous awards for her community service, leadership, and activism. She says what keeps her going is her passion for uplifting the community. In the newsroom, Carmela Boykin, News 8. Mark and Leah.
Carmela, thank you. The names of contributors to the Hispanic community can be found on the wall at the International Plaza in Rochester. To our Family First segment this morning, September is World Alzheimer's Month, and according to a recent study, dementia cases will triple worldwide by 2050. So what's behind the trend, and what can you do to keep yourself and your family from getting dementia?
Alzheimer's disease is the most common cause of progressive dementia. Dementia describes a group of symptoms affecting thinking, memory, reasoning, personality, mood, and behavior. And doctors say having memory loss alone doesn't mean you have dementia, but it is often one of the early signs.
We're seeing more diabetes, greater weight gain, more smoking, and those risk factors are increasing the risk for Alzheimer's and related dementias. A lot of our research here at the Cleveland Clinic is focused on how physical activity interacts with genetic risk factors for Alzheimer's disease, the immune system.
And doctors say living a healthy lifestyle can make a big difference. They say the results of a new study highlight the importance of early intervention, especially in younger people who still have the chance to lose weight, start working out, and quit smoking.
All right, here's what some folks might be talking about at the water cooler this morning. Live wrestling returning to Rochester tonight. All Elite Wrestling will be performing at the Blue Cross Arena beginning at 7. The popular group has established itself as one of the largest live wrestling productions in the country, second only to the WWE. Stars like CM Punk and Kenny Omega will be in the ring. The show was scheduled for last year but was postponed because of the pandemic. It will also be held in honor of John Huber, who is also known as the wrestler Brody Lee. The former AEW and WWE star passed away last year. Of course, he has a local connection as well.
Always fun to watch that, you know, wrestling.
Oh, totally
I like
entertaining.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, I did. I went to a show at Blue Cross Arena many moons ago, and it was great. It was fantastic. Everybody had the posters, the signs up.
Yeah.
And wow, a lot of energy at those shows.
Sure, there'll be a lot of that tonight as well.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of energy maybe this morning, running out to the bus stop, and you got to keep moving because of the chill out there. Temperatures generally in the 40s. It's a cold start this morning, but a really nice afternoon as we climb into the 60s. That sunrise just a few minutes away at 7:06. 8-day forecast. Here we go. Climbing eventually into, excuse me, around 70 on Saturday. Late rain showers come in there that could trickle into Sunday. Could be a bit of a wet second half of the weekend. But that's why you stay with us, because we'll continue to look at those weekend trends and give you the latest updates here on News 8.
Yes, we will. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching News 8 at Sunrise.
Our next update coming up in 30 minutes. CBS Mornings is up next. Have a great day.